Well, he's been in the news for the last 6 months, dominating college basketball, up for the Lakers gig. People are saying, well, it's a leverage play, Danny Hurley. Well, I don't know Danny that well, but there's not a lot of BS from what I know and what I hear. So my takeaway was you wouldn't have wasted your time in the middle of recruiting to fly out to L.A., even if you got a nice shrimp dinner. My takeaway was that you were interested in the job, that you wanted the job. Take me to what was going through your head when you flew out of L.A. back home to Connecticut.
Yeah, I was really excited about the job. I mean, for us right now, we've started practice with our current team that's going to go for potentially a three-peat. We're also in the heating up in a really critical time for like recruiting the rising seniors in high school. So that this was not a great time for me to mess around or to go for a leverage play. I already had the leverage. Back-to-back national championships, and the way that we're doing it, and putting players in the NBA and our culture and the way we play ball. I mean, that's my leverage. For me, getting a chance to know Rob Pelinka the last couple of years. Last year's draft, they really liked Jordan Hawkins, so got a chance to get to know Rob the last two drafts, because we've had prospects, and I just been super impressed with him, and obviously the opportunity to coach one of the biggest brands in all of the sports landscape in the entire world for somebody that loves basketball was something that I really owed it to myself and my family to consider.
Listen, I said on the air 65-35. He's considering it, but I lived in Connecticut. It's family, it's church, it's tradition, it's UConn basketball. I said this is a hard place to leave. But when I saw you at the Billy Joel concert with your wife, I'm like, come on, come on, you're not leaving that. I lived out there. Like that's part of like New York, Connecticut. I want to literally go to the Billy Joel concert because I don't think you've made your mind up yet. I don't think you'd made your mind up. I know you're putting your hands in your face, but I'm sitting there thinking that's 3 hours with his wife. That is Connecticut. That is New York. I mean, honestly, I literally thought to myself, if he was on the fence, he's driving home tonight. I don't know if he can leave that. I mean, do I sound crazy saying this?
Yeah, it was a nice break for me. Because on Monday of that week, I really had, things with the Lakers had started to heat up, and then, the Woj bomb dropped on Thursday, and that my whole life and our whole family and what that meant in terms of the intensity of the situation went through the roof for me. I mean, it was everywhere, man, like in the media. And it's all people were talking about, and I couldn't really go anywhere around here. And then getting on the plane and meeting Jeannie Buss and being blown away by her and everyone with the Lakers and the whole opportunity. I needed like a mental break, and then like Cooper, appreciate you. Hope you have a great year. Hope to meet you in the Final Four next year. But we had to cancel going to a Billy Joel concert last September to accommodate Cooper and Kelly and his family for an official visit. And as big a moment it was in my career to make a huge decision, I was not missing Billy Joel, one of his last concerts at the Garden.
Yeah. I said this, Coach K was offered a big job in the NBA, Laker job, but he decided to stay at Duke and then coach the Olympic team. So you get some of the flavor. To me, it's like, oh, that's really smart that you get the relationships, you get to be around the world's best players, which is, I think, guys like you intellectually need to be challenged. Because obviously from your career, you're an ascending coach. Is it possible if the Olympic team came to you over time and said, hey, we want you to run this thing, that would be enough, Danny? That would be enough to serve that. Because I get the itch. Saban had it. Spurrier had it. I get the itch. Could that potentially down the road be the itch?
Yeah, I mean that would be an incredible honor, right? The greatest honor in coaching would be to represent your country with USA basketball, and really the pull was the opportunity. The Lakers, not necessarily LA, but coaching the Lakers, coaching LeBron James, Anthony Davis, coaching LeBron, like the opportunity to coach one of the greatest players of all time, what that would look like, the challenge of doing that, how hard you would have to work, the level of expertise, the relationship building that you would have to bring to that position to make it work with one of the smartest players and the greatest players, made it something that was drawing me to the job, not away from the job. But for me in the end, the impact that you can have on 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds, the fulfillment that you get from, being a part of, the last group of people that could maybe change the lives of young people. And then the opportunity, obviously, to come back to a place and to do something that hasn't been done, since John Wooden and those great UCLA teams, the chance to go for history, and what you mean to the state of Connecticut and UConn as a whole. And then all the family considerations as well. Just there was too many things that kept me here.
Finally, about a minute left. Did you talk to LeBron? I mean, obviously, LeBron's the greatest basketball player in 20 years. You talk or text or anything?
We had some text messages, and he incredible message from him over the course of the weekend. Just talking about basketball and some different things, and letting me know that if he was there in LA, that I'd have his support. And just think about that, man, like that blew my mind. And then we got into a text exchange, and then the exchange even went through to when I chose to go in another direction. So it blew my mind when you get a text message from LeBron James.
Hey, it's great seeing you. Kick Button Recruiting. I'm a huge fan. And give your best to the fam. Thanks for coming on the show on Thursday, Coach. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Miss you here in Connecticut, brother.
All right. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.